So next would be Ed Verhamme from Alternative Resource Partners from the Netherlands. And the question that I would be interested to get an answer from you is to improve the quality and raise the use of SRF. Will it be sufficient to get an ISO standard for SRF, or should we look to the end of waste criteria status?
Yeah, for me, I think first of all, I would like to thank everybody for inviting me and having the opportunity to listen to a lot of very good presentations. I think the quality was incredible for me, at least at a very high level in the subject. Back to your question. I think we need, it's not, as it has been said before, it's not or, but it's and. I think we need to work on both ends. We need to work on the standards, but we should also work on the end of waste criteria, and especially with the if we talk about Europe, if we're gonna have end of waste criteria different in each country, we're going in the wrong direction. So I think we need to very well concentrate, and the Austrian model looks very solid to control the whole thing from a legal framework perspective, but also from a technical perspective, from what do we put into an incinerator or a cement kiln or a steel plant or electricity plant, a power plant, but also what comes out of it, and the efficiency, what Geocycle was showing on recycling R1 and R5 is also something which needs to be integrated in answering those two issues. Work on the standards and work on the legal framework, because I think one cannot go without the other. So that hopefully that answered your question.
What would be needed for SRF to get end of waste status in the EU?
For me, there was already some answers in the presentation, but I think repeating is the power of the message. I think we need to know, we need to have a better quality description, and I think the ISO standard is a good step, but for me it needs more. And also what was raised about the ash is also one of the reasons. I think if we are able to prove more about the quality of the ash, I think the end of waste status will be more easier. So for me, it's we need to know more about it, because I still feel that we are at the beginning of a journey on knowing the SRF, especially because there are different sources from which SRF is produced, and I think we need more and more specific analysis for some of those sources.